Hey Chicken members, it's me, Monkey Dragon here, and the topic of today's video is DLC and how I feel it's ruining some games. And with that, let's go and begin. Okay guys, so first off, I just want to say that for the most part, I love DLC. It's an awesome thing that I love in this world, that we're able to just download some extra content and expand a game. Well, for like instance, for like Elder Scrolls or the Fallout series, or even for some of the other games I play, like Assassin's Creed and all these kind of games. You know, I like when developers finish their game, you know, their idealized game that they wanted to put out. They told everything they wanted to put in there. They got everything. It wasn't a rush release or anything like that. They did everything they wanted to. They push it out. And, you know, there's the updates for bugs and all that kind of stuff. But then, you know, a few months down the road, they're like, you know, it'd be awesome. Let's tell the people how we got to that beginning point. And, you know, they do some, is it foreshadowing or flashbacks? Or you guys know what I'm talking about? How the hero got to that little point, if there's any little questions. Or maybe they do some after stuff, you know, the aftermath of whatever happened in that hero triumphant thing or villain thing. And, you know, it shows, you know, the results of everything that you've done and how it will affect everything else. And, you know, that's really cool too. I love DLC when it expands the world, and it's really cool. I love that because for the most part, if I've played your game and I play it multiple times, if I buy your game, more than likely I've already looked into it and I've really enjoyed it, just from watching gameplay or reviews and, you know, just reading dev blogs and stuff like that. When I get into the game, I love it, and it expands it, and I just love it even more. It's amazing. It's super cool, and I don't even mind the whole concept of micro DLC. Recently, I've been getting into CSGO, and in there, you know, there's skins and tradings and keys and cases and all this kind of stickers and stuff. You know, there's a lot of stuff in there. You know, buy, you sell them, and you can make money. You can trade up. There's a lot of cool stuff in micro DLC that I don't mind and I like. What I don't like in DLC is what I like to call restricted DLC. And one of the more recent examples I give you is for Evolve. You know, the customization of your character, where you're able to customize your character's skin, you know, add different color paints and all this kind of stuff, and customizing your weapons, you know, giving it different modeling or something, you know, because usually they'll add like skulls or something else like that, and it'll give it a paint job and stuff. Like, the model of it, you can't get this at all. You have to pay in order to customize your character at all. It's like, come on, dude, it's 2015. Everyone loves to customize. People love to customize their emblems, player backgrounds, you know, their character. They want to put special paint on themselves, and they can customize their cars, they will. People love customization. It's a thing. It's just a thing that's in gaming now, and it sucks that you put that behind a paywall. And I'll say really quickly, I understand the developers have to make money. You know, for the most part, the way I see it is, if you're paying like a full AAA title game that's usually like $70, at least for next gen and whatnot, NPC. You know, and then you just put like day one micro DLC for customizing your character, and then day one DLC for customizing your monsters and all this kind of stuff. It's like, what, dude? Like, is there a way for me to earn this in game? No! You can only buy it from us. Here's this game that's on fucking rails, and there's no customization. Well, there's customization where you can get your emblem, but that's it. And it's like, it's one of those things. And, another thing about restricted DLC, this is how I imagine the whole armory slot expansion thing went with Advanced Warfare. Someone's like, oh, so there's 2,000 different items, or however many different items are. Should we probably give them, I don't know, like 1,000 armory slots so everyone can have, you know, a ton of spaces? And someone's like, wait, I have a better idea. Why don't we only give them, like, I don't know, 150 slots, and then in a few months we add an expansion thing, and they want more slots, they gotta pay for it. And then everyone plotted and then started jerking off because they were going to get money. But my whole thing with that is too, is like with Sour, my buddy, who like plays a ton of Advanced Warfare and goes for like all the elites and stuff. For the most part, he had to wait like a month not to play. This way he wouldn't get any more supply drops, because he was max inventory for his armory because of all the elites that he had. I don't think that he had even half the elites, because I think he didn't have half the elites yet, because there's still like armor spots and whatnot for elites. And it seems like that seems really scummy. Like, I don't really like that. And another thing, just since we're on the topic of Call of Duty, and I've talked about this before, is the camos. We've had the same fucking wooden, digital, advanced, urban hazard, gold, diamond, royalty kind of fuck up camos for freaking forever. Like, we've had those. And I think time has shown that everyone likes the wonky camos, you know, with your space little kitties, and putting on little, like, volcano things, and putting on circuit boards and lightning strikes, and putting eyeballs and cartoons and all this kind of... People like that shit, right? Like, people like that. And instead of saying, hey guys, how about we get rid of the same fucking old wooden camos that we've had for fucking years now, and we just like make them all the camos look really cool and wonky and fun because that's the way our game is. No, how about we just do the same fucking camos over and over again, and then we'll put the really cool camos behind a paywall. Once again, I understand that these guys gotta make money. Why don't they put the really cool pop camos, just in the mix there, and then since they're able to animate camos now, make the animated ones behind paywalls? Like, come on! It's like everyone's tired of seeing the same fucking camos. And it's like if you want to break the fucking norm, you have to pay money for it, and that's what sucks balls. Although granted, there still is customization in there and whatnot. I still don't like it. I still see it as like a restriction thing. Like, if you want those really cool camos that everyone likes because they're wacky and stuff, you gotta pay for it. And I don't like that either. And another type of restricted DLC that I want to really quickly talk about, and we're gonna get into pre-order bonuses here. Really quickly, I'll say for the pre-order bonuses that I don't mind. What comes to the off of my mind right now is like way back in World at War, because we're on the topic of Call of Duty. For the World at War game, for GameStop, if you pre-ordered there, you got early access to the M1A1 carbine rifle, and it was cool. That was like I think, God, what was the levels back then? I think it was a level 45 weapon. I think it was one of the last weapons you get, if I remember right. It's been so many years since I played World at War, but it was so cool, and I like that. And even like in Assassin's Creed, you would get this access to like go to a little island and then open up a door because you have the code, and it's open then because you have the code. And then you do some parkour, and then at the end you get this really cool little shark sword that looks kind of cool, and it's a GameStop sword, and you can slash people up and stuff. And in different games you get like camos or this, or you get like a unique headgear or some shiny little cape or something. Like, I don't mind that shit at all. What I don't like for pre-order bonuses and stuff is like when it's system exclusive with a pre-order bonus at this particular site, and then you also got to get the season pass. And it's just like a huge fucking chunk of the game. It's like, oh, you're missing this whole story arc for this game. And that sucks balls. And if it's like a multiplayer thing, then usually it's like, oh, if you pre-order with all those different things, like I said, you get all these XP bonuses, bullshit, and this kind of stuff. And then you also get all these unique camos and stuff, and you get these unique maps, and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, fuck, man. So in order to get access to these maps and to get access to this other stuff, these camos and things, I have to spend like a fuck ton of money, and I have to be lucky enough to be on the right system, either or. And if you're on PC, then you're fucked already, because there's never any exclusive for PC. Other than all the awesome games that we already have on here. But that's what I don't like. I understand there's still the whole console exclusive. One that pops in my mind that I liked and I thought was really funny. What was it? It was like Excalibur or something like that. It was one of those like Mortal Kombat kind of games. And it was like, if you had the PS3, then you played as Darth Vader, and if you had the Xbox One, you played as Yoda. Like, that kind of shit, that was cool. I like that. I don't mind those kind of little console-exclusive little things. That's okay. But when it's like a whole chunk of things, even for the whole Call of Duty thing about getting the DLC like a month early, it's like, fuck, man, that sucks balls too. And it's everything too. The micro DLC, the map packs, fucking everything. I swear to God, the patches too. Although, usually not really. But man, it sucks balls the way how all this like restrictive DLC is out there. But there's still good forms of DLC, like I've said before. But honestly, it feels like things are just getting worse and worse with DLC now. And it sucks, because for the most part, it's not that people are just realizing that this is bad. I think for the most part, everyone goes, "Oh, fuck, this is bullshit." And they don't think that they have any power to stop. They're like, fuck it, it's the new norm now. I guess we're all going to get anally raped by DLC and pre-order bonuses and all this other kind of crazy shit with micro DLC and restricted DLC. Like, that's just the norm. Like, you don't have to buy that game. You can just avoid it, not buy the DLC. And, if you thought that the DLC was matter that much to the game and you didn't want to fork over the extra money, then just don't buy the game. Just pass. Skip it. That's what I like to do. I like to skip a lot of games. Hell, I probably only buy like maybe 6 games a year, and those aren't all AAA. COD's usually a majority one, and then I also say like 6 because I have been getting into PC, so I've been buying a couple games there. But yeah, I usually don't buy a lot of games a year normally, and it's because I pass on a lot of them. Either it's because too many things are behind a paywall, or it just looks like they didn't do a good enough job. And that's how, honestly, that's how I try to affect the way that things work. But, you know, guys, I've been rambling for a really long time and interested for your guys' thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about DLC? Do you think there's bad DLC? Do you think there's good DLC? Do you think just fuck it, pay for what you want and all that kind of stuff? But, yeah, guys, I'm Monkey Dragon. So I really got. Peace.